So I'm going to attempt to do a 2-minute recap of Nehemiah. You can time me if you like. So here we go. The book starts in 445 BC. That's 142 years after Jerusalem has been destroyed by the Babylonians, and the Jewish people have been sent into exile in Babylon. And it's about 90 years after the Persians come to power, defeat the Babylonians, and allow the exiles return to their original country of Judah, and establish the Jewish nation. So chapter 1, some people from Judah arrive in the Persian capital, and they tell Nehemiah about the difficulties that the Jews are in back in the land. The temple's been rebuilt, but the walls of Jerusalem are still in ruins. And Nehemiah is devastated, and he mourns and he prays to God. And then God calls Nehemiah to go to Jerusalem and to help the people. Chapter 2, he's employed by the Persian king as his cupbearer, so he needs the king's permission to go. But God is with Nehemiah, and the king gives him permission to go. And not only that, he gives him all the supplies that he needs. And when he gets there, he gathers the people together and tells them what God has told him to do. And they agree to start rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem together, which is chapter 3. So they start rebuilding the walls, and despite opposition from the enemies around them, despite discouragement and conflict from within the Jewish people, and despite personal attacks on Nehemiah, they press through and they complete the wall in just 52 days, and God is clearly with them. That takes us all the way up to the end of chapter 7. So chapter 8, Nehemiah then sets about reforming the life of the nation. So Ezra, the Bible teacher, leads a national Bible conference. The people repent of their sin. They make solemn promises to follow God wholeheartedly. Jerusalem is repopulated and established as the capital city. And it all ends, chapter 12, in a great celebration where they give thanks to God and dedicate the newly built walls of Jerusalem. But there's a big but, because there's chapter 13, where Nehemiah, who's been the governor for 12 years, has to return to Persia to give a report to the king. He's away for a few years, and when he returns, he finds that the people have gone back on their promises, and they're doing many of the things that caused God to send them into exile in the first place. And Nehemiah is furious, and he goes about putting things right again, which is where the book ends.